A Mother's Journey, From Grief and Separation to Eternal Love. She sat quietly, the weight of her grief pressing down as the silence between her and her son grew heavier. Their last conversation had felt distant, his words guarded, his tone sharp. She wanted to reach through the void, but something held her back. Was it his mistrust? Her guilt? The echoes of all the should-have-been moments? She couldn't be sure anymore. All she knew was the ache in her heart, a longing that refused to be quieted. As she stared at an old photograph, a younger version of herself holding her son close, his laughter lighting up the frame, tears began to fall. How had they gotten here? How had that closeness unraveled into this separation? But then something shifted. A voice within, soft but insistent, whispered, "Begin again." She closed her eyes and let herself be taken back, not to the pain, but to the love. She remembered the sleepless nights when she rocked him in her arms, humming lullabies as his tiny hand clutched her finger. She remembered the way he'd run to her with scraped knees, trusting that she could make everything better. And she remembered the promise she made to herself, to love him unconditionally, no matter what. But life had brought its challenges. There had been moments of struggle, of mistakes made, of boundaries missed. And now, it seemed, those moments had taken root in his heart. She had blamed herself, carrying the weight of what she thought she'd failed to provide. But as she sat with the memories, another truth emerged. She had loved, deeply, fiercely, and perfectly, and that love was still there. With this realization, a new possibility began to form. That night, she sat down to write a letter, not one she would send, but one she would carry in her heart. "My dearest, I see you. I see the pain we've both carried. I'm sorry for the ways I may have fallen short, for the times I didn't understand what you needed. Please forgive me for the moments I wasn't able to show you how deeply I love you. Thank you for being my child, for teaching me, for challenging me to grow. I love you now and forever." As she wrote, something remarkable happened. The walls of guilt and fear began to crumble, replaced by a profound sense of peace. She didn't need to fix him, nor did she need to fix herself. All she needed was to show up, to hold space for the possibility of healing and connection. The next time they spoke, something was different. The guarded tone in his voice softened, and though their conversation was brief, she felt a flicker of the closeness they once shared. It was small but significant, a seed planted in fertile soil. She realized then that love is eternal, not because it is perfect, but because it persists. It is the thread that weaves through every moment, no matter how broken they seem. And as she released her guilt and embraced her love, she opened the door to a new chapter, one where the possibility of connection could grow unencumbered by the past. For every mother listening, begin again. Let love lead the way, not as an obligation, but as an invitation. Your love, no matter how imperfect, is the most powerful force you possess. Trust it, nurture it, and let it guide you toward the eternal bond that is always waiting to be remembered. If this story resonates with you like this video, subscribe to the channel and comment below. What are you committed to moving forward in your relationship with your child? Let's heal together and create a future full of trust and eternal love.